Hello, awesome baddies. Welcome back to another video. This one is just one problem. Just one explanation problem. So, I have here evaluate the sum of your worst nightmares. So you might be like, "Oh no, I don't want to do this." And you're like, "Oh, I'm going to click off the video now cuz I don't want to watch some kid multiply a bunch of numbers." Because that would be really boring, and maybe she'll ask her calculator too. That's not the point, okay? So, to do this problem, you actually have to use some, other systems into account to make your job easier. Because no one wants to multiply all those numbers. No one wants to multiply 9,900 by 20. Like, no one wants to do that, alright? And I get you, alright? So, what you can do is, without changing the problem whatsoever, you're just going to rewrite some numbers. That's the first step. For example, 1 over 1 times 2. You can write that as 2 minus 1, equivalent, over 1 times 2, right? And you might be like, well, what does that do? That literally makes no change at all. Not yet. It makes no change at all. So then this can be written as 3 minus 2 over 2 times 3. And you're like, okay, so we're just going to continue that pattern like forever. No, we're actually not. But just keep watching. Just keep watching me, right? Over 99 times 100. And you might be like, okay, sure, you wrote that. But now what? We will take apart these numbers, okay? If you split these baddies up into two pairs, so for example, the 2 over the 1 times 2 minus the 1 over the 1 times 2. Then you would be able to simplify these, and you would get, as you can see, 1 minus 1/2. And you might be like, sure, that's one number, but now what? It also works for the same for literally everything else, including the last one. I'm just going to take them all apart nice and slow. So 3 over 2/3, 2 times 3, minus 2 over 2 times 3. Simplify. So 1/2 minus 1/3. And it goes so on. 1/2 minus 1/3. And this works the same way with 1/3 minus 1/4 plus ... until you get all the way to 1/99 minus 1 over 100. So, you might be like, okay, so I get where you're going here. Yeah, it's probably pretty obvious from now, because as you can see, hey, this is a negative of the same number as this is a positive. This is a negative of the same number as this is a positive. So that means that you can simplify again. So that means that this negative 1/2 and this positive 1/2 can even out into literally nothing. So then you would get, because then this positive 199 would even out with a negative 199 that is after 198. And all you're left with is the first number, which can't simplify with anything, and the last number, which also can't simplify for anything. They're made for each other. Okay. Sorry. And you would get this. You cut this entire thing, so many numbers, down to just this. That literally anyone could do, right? As long as you know fractions. So you get 99 over 100. So when you are faced with one of these chunky numbers with lots of chunky sums and lots of chunky fractions, just keep your head and then remember this system, all right? If you are also unwilling to write 3 lines of work, you can also cross these like that. So you would get the 1 here, and the 1/2 here, the 1/2 here, and the 1/3 here. If you're way too lazy or you're on time spent and you really just don't want to write these 2 lines, and I understand you, that would probably take a very long time. So yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys learned something new. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.